Hi, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday's show. Another beautifully awesome day in the neighborhood. Still more to come. We just keep adding one to the end of your 7 days. It continues to roll over, and we're still looking at temperatures hitting the mid-80s. By the time the weekend rolls around, there's some tweaks to be made, but it's just a forecast that, it's nice to talk about because it's going to continue to roll right on. Nighttime lows as well are going to get out of the 40s and into the 50s. With that said, I'll have that. Good note for the last part of the program. A lot of news to talk about tonight. First, an update from Henry's Hot Dog Company. We're doing interviews for all of those who have turned in employment applications starting tomorrow. We're reaching out to those who have turned in applications. If you do not get a call and did turn in an application, just to make sure we haven't missed one somewhere, don't think we have, but just in case, if you have someone who does not get a call between now and tomorrow afternoon, please give me a call and leave a message. Name and callback number at 349-3699, and applications are still available. We're starting interviews tomorrow and Friday evenings, afternoons at 4 o'clock, and we're going to continue to do that for the next several days, and we're getting closer. On a food-related note, here's a little good news for you. 700,000 Girl Scouts, can't be wrong. That's how many we have who will start the cookie season, which starts around the first of the year and goes through April. And they have made a major announcement. They're called Explore More's, and they are modeled after Rocky Road ice cream, the new flavor that's been added this year. So you've got that joining Adventurefuls, Caramel Chocolate Chip, Caramel Delights, or the Samoa's Peanut Butter Sandwiches. Those two my favorites, the latter of which my all-time favorite, Lemonade's Lemon Ups, Peanut Butter Patties, Thin Mints, Toffee-tastic, and more. January through April, and that will be here before you know it. And that will, of course be joined again by Explore More's, the new flavor after Rocky Road ice cream. Makes you wonder sometimes as we segue to our next report. 2 people were arrested, one facing charges related to apparently several burglaries of Johnson County residences. On this particular incident, authorities became aware of the situation after the accused was attempting or did reach out to a victim of theft. They basically are accused of stealing a person's laptop and then calling that person to ask them to give them the password to get into it. Paintsville police say last night, just before 6 o'clock, just before the start of the show, they got a call from a victim of a theft who had actually been talking to the people who were in possession of their stolen property. So the officers met with the victims, and they determined that Brian Keith Gatewood, and Shasta Daniels were trying to get the victims to meet them at the Budget Inn in their room to have the victims remove the password from the stolen laptop. You heard me right. Upon arrival of authorities, Gatewood was seen standing out in the parking lot waiting, and Daniels came out of the room with the laptop and walked towards the victim's vehicle. That's when police stepped out. They detained Gatewood, and then Daniels turned around and went back inside the hotel room, but left the door open. Police went inside, and right there laying in plain view, a baggie with a crystal-like substance believed to be methamphetamine on a nightstand, a mason jar lid containing what was believed to be Suboxone, and more stolen property, as well as a check that belongs, according to the citation, to a doctor from here in Sagersville, which was originally written to the victim's business. The data had been altered, so a doctor from Sagersville had written a check to the victim owning the laptop, their business, and reportedly police say that either Gatewood or Daniels altered the check, Daniels later admitting to doing so, saying he was going to try to change it and the information on it to cash it through his PayPal account. Gatewood also confessed to burglarizing 3 different residences and stealing property along the way, and claimed ownership of all the illegal substances. He was arrested for several charges: burglary in the 3rd degree, possession of a controlled substance 1st degree, 2nd offense, methamphetamine, criminal possession of a forged instrument 3rd degree, public intoxication, theft of identity of another without consent, and receiving stolen property over $1,000. While Daniels was not arrested related to any of the stolen property. In that incident, she was taken into custody on a failure to appear for an outstanding warrant. Both are still in the Big Sandy. You can't make that up. I'll be right back. You know what tomorrow is? It's Dipper Day at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe, one of the best of 7 days of the week where you can get a Dipper meal, big chunks of juicy, crispy white meat, 2 famous homemade sides and a biscuit for just $6.79 plus tax. Dipper Day every Thursday at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Welcome to the best sales, the best service, and the best selection in the viewing area and Eastern Kentucky. It's Conley Tire in Staffordsville, where they have big specials on big name brands every month. And as always, great jobs, oil changes, computer diagnostics, and 6 months no interest. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and conleytire.net. It's just the perfect spot to grab lunch, a snack, something sweet, pick up your meds, or have them brought to you curbside. It's your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy that's been proud to serve you and your families for over 100 years. And now on their already incredible menu, fresh baked goods from the Daily Bread. Fraser's Prater Drugstore, 349-3135.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County School.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER. While often helpful, did you know that popular non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen and naproxen and others increase your risk of having a heart attack or stroke, as well as other internal issues? And those risks are significantly higher with prolonged use and higher dosages. Find out all you need to know about common concerns and cautions and options when you stop by and talk to a Parkway Pharmacy pharmacist in Sayersville. Johnson County Fiscal Court coverage includes a few announcements that were made by Judge McKenzie to start off. Saturday the 13th is First Responder Day in Johnson County. Because of the weather last weekend, they rolled it over to this weekend. It's at the Mountain Home Place. It's from 11 till 2. Music, inflatables, the Touch a Truck is going to be there, of course, for everyone to come out and play on all the equipment in the trucks. They're going to have some of your favorite characters, Paw Patrol, I think. Just to name one. And a free first responder hat for everyone. All sorts of food, door prizes, tourism train rides, a rock wall, and a lot more. This is 11 till 2 for all of our first responders. And this is for everyone in the Johnson County community. They would like to join them as well and help honor their first responders. They also mentioned that the Apple Festival coming up. Not too long away, October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, just a reminder. From there, it was on to other business set forth by the agenda. And they began with announcing, that being the county attorney and the county court clerk with some additional information, that the next tax sale, delinquent tax sale, is coming up in just a few days.
We are required by state law to have a tax sale on all delinquent taxes. We've sent out 2 notices so far for those who haven't paid them. We'd like for you to try to come and pay them before they get bought, because if they get bought by a third party, that tax bill can become really expensive. A simple bill of $100 can end up being $500 or $600 in no time at all. So if you can, try to go ahead and pay the tax bill before the 18th.
Endicott says that sale is set for this coming Thursday the 18th, not this week, but the following. My apologies. Thursday the 18th, not tomorrow, but a week therefrom, at 2 o'clock. And County Court Clerk Sally Holbrook added that there is also a 6-month payment plan that is available to avoid all those extra fees which can occur if someone purchases your delinquent taxes. She suggested you inquire about that at the clerk's office and try to get those paid before next Thursday's sale. Again, Thursday the 18th at 2 o'clock. And from there, it was on to the topic of setting tax rates. And after accepting the tax rates for all the other special taxing districts, the county then discussed setting real and tangible and personal property taxes for Johnson County, going with the compensating rate to keep income at the same level.
Next is you have the property tax rates for real property and tangible property and personal property for Johnson County. You have that in your packet as well. And the compensating rate for 2025 is 9.1%, 9.1 cents per $100 assessment. So we entertain a motion to approve the tax rate for 2025, tax rates.
Make that motion.
Motion by Commissioner Click, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gerald. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Next is approval of the 2025 motor vehicle watercraft. Is that 2025 or 2026?
Should be 26.
Yeah, I think you asked me that.
Discussed that,
Yeah, we
we said
discussed it.
25, so, but yeah.
Okay, so it's approval of the 2026 motor vehicle watercraft rate, which is the same as it's been every year, which is 12.9 cents per $100 assessed value. Just need approval of that rate for 2026.
From there, and on the heels of a similar discussion that was had here in the most recent Magoffin County Fiscal Court meeting, Judge McKenzie and the court took up the discussion of a new road which will connect Painter's Lick here in Magoffin County and Panther Branch Right Fork Road to give those residents better access. This, as Judge Matt Wireman had explained, in case you missed it, is an agreement between two counties to basically for the county to construct a roadway of several hundred feet in length, which will give residents in the Painter's Lick area the ability to get around the hill in bad weather and, of course, improve access for first responders and emergency services.
Next is approval of resolution to extend the county road maintenance a distance of 96 feet on Panther Branch Right Fork Road. Full explanation on this. So this road is off of Route 825, but this road actually will be able to connect to Painter's Lick Road that's in Magoffin County. So we've been working with the Magoffin County judge and the folks over there, their magistrates, to make a connection, because if you're not familiar with Painter's Lick Road in Magoffin County, it's a rather lengthy road, but it crosses a significant hill. It's a gravel road, and when it crosses over obviously to the Johnson County side. But if they have really bad weather, or if they have other issues over there, then those folks that are on this side of the hill, the Johnson County side of the hill, obviously have struggled to get services to them, or they struggle to get out because they can't get back across toward Syersville. So the judge had asked if we would be willing to work with them and the property owners who are willing to do this as well to create a new section of road that will connect these two roads. So those folks that are on this side of the hill, so to speak, of Painter's Lick, would be able to come out Painter's Lick until it connects to our Panther Branch Road, and then they come out on 825 just off 460, and then they can come on into Johnson County. But it helps with emergency response for for Magoffin County, but it also helps those folks that are on this side of the hill of Painter's Lick if they want to come out on the Johnson County side, then it's more easily for them to do, more easily done for them.
In some other business on the agenda, the court approved site work for the Hager Hill Athletic Field project. They also as well approved the Van Leer Pavilion Foundation concrete to get that started as well, and then discussed approval of a scoring committee to disperse and use the AMLR funds of a $2 million grant for the building or construction of a spec building at the Hager Hill Industrial Park. And they are doing so waiting word for hopefully receiving grant funds in the amount of another $1.3 million to complete that building, which would be a 50 to 100,000 square foot building, which would then be finished to suit incoming industry. I've got your calendar, but I've got an announcement that I think I might be trying to get on. Let me check that out, let you check out these messages, and we'll wrap up the show after this.
Please welcome John Heater, John Kreis, and Efren Ramirez.
from us.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
Youth, experience, modern solutions to modern problems,
proven solutions to legal problems,
an emerging face in the courtroom,
a known presence in the courtroom.
Together, we are multifaceted.
Together, we will do right by you.
If you are having any legal issues at all, just relax and call Max.
If a car wreck is causing you pain, just pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
Now back to the community calendar. I did have a couple of announcements. I had 2 birthdays, but neither of them were for today. So my apologies. I'll get to those later. A quick reminder before I go on. We are still taking applications just because I've got a second here for Henry's Hot Dog Company. And we're also starting interviews tomorrow and Friday, each at 4 o'clock at Henry's Hot Dog Company, of course, on the Parkway. Anyone who has sent in an application, and if we have not called you back, make sure that you reach out to me at 349-3699 and leave your name and a callback number just in case we have lost any applications. We are calling back every person that has submitted an application, so please make sure we don't accidentally miss anyone. I think we've got them all, but I want to cover all my bases. Now, with that said, again, a reminder, the Sagersville High School class of 71 celebrating their 54th anniversary, reunion, anniversary, celebration, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a big time, and it's going to be this Saturday at the Half Mountain Civil War Park. They hope that you join them, classmates. And this Saturday is the Big Horse Show hosted by North McGoffin. That's right, big show down at the Horse Park. They hope to see you there. And great lineup, about 30 classes, just $5 to get in, 12 and under get in free. Gates open at 3, show starts at 6. And then, of course, the big event coming up a couple of weeks after. From there, we'll go on to funeral service announcements tonight. Services have now been set in honor of a couple of individuals. First, services start Friday at 1 for 64-year-old Pernell Howard of Sagersville. He passed away Monday at UK. The son of Wellington Bud Howard and the late Christina Howard, he survived by his sons Brian David Hickman and Jeremiah Howard, his brother Matthew, sisters Elaine Howard, Sherry Howard, Marissa Brown, and 2 grandchildren. Services again start Friday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation will be Thursday evening from 6 until 9. And 56-year-old Billy Joe Johnson of Sagersville passed away Monday at his home. The son of Donna Shepard Johnson and the late Jimmy Johnson, he survived by 3 daughters, LaKayla Howard, Tiffany Minix, and Katie Carty, as well as his brothers Jimmy and Jesse Johnson, Jerry Johnson, Joseph Johnson, and 5 sisters, Myrtle Wireman, Cindy Wireman, Sue Wireman, Donna Johnson, and Peachy Parsons, and several grandchildren. In addition to his father, he is preceded in death by his sister, Sally. Services again Thursday at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Friends can call in the funeral home this evening up until 9, and in lieu of flowers, the family has requested that contributions be made to the Memorial Fund at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air, 496-6651.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. You know, it's another short and sweet forecast. Essentially, and this is not unusual when you have this type of a forecast and these type of conditions. A lot of times there'll be fog, and then the next forecast I get, the next run, showing not so much fog, and that's kind of the only change that I've really got for you tonight, except for temperatures being another degree or two, maybe more than what they were. I topped out at 85 today in downtown. It's still 82 out there at the end of the, if you're catching the end of the early show. So beautiful, beautiful weather out there, and it will continue to roll right on. So while we hit already more than 80 degrees today, I suspect we're already going to be there and more so for your tomorrow and for the next several days as the trend continues. Nighttime lows out of the 40s and into the 50s tonight and in the morning, right around 52 degrees, a calm wind to go along with that. And just as I had for you yesterday, a similar scenario, calm, clear, sunny skies and beautiful temperatures to go along with it. Leaves are going to start to change very, very soon. Well, they already have, but they're really going to start to be noticed before you know it. Tomorrow, I think we'll do more than 80. I think we'll see low 50s again tomorrow night, sunny and clear skies. Friday, I think we'll do a little better than 81, but we'll go with the National Weather Service and say 81 and 54, sunny and clear. Saturday, 83, or a bit warmer, as we usually are by a degree or two, I think, around here in the viewing area. 55 for nighttime lows, and that'll flip us and fast forward us into the latter half of your weekend, where Sunday looks to be in the mid-80s, as does Monday and pretty much Tuesday and Wednesday. And nighttime lows are getting closer to at least flirting with that 60-degree mark, which makes them a little more comfortable, unless you like the cool air, and a lot of us do. Just sunny or mostly sunny, clear or mostly clear skies across this beautiful board. Temperatures just ranging to the tune of 3 or 4 degrees for the entire 7-day period, and all of it absolutely picture perfect. Take advantage of it while you can, because we all know what's coming. And that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for being a part of the program. I will see you back here tomorrow.